I'm the CEO of YUDU Media, and I'm going to talk today about our finished iPad application, which is absolutely great. So I'm very happy with this. I've made previous sort of video blogs which have talked you through the way we've been developing it, but this is the final version. One of the things I'd also like to just point out is that the app is only part of what makes this thing a great success. You clearly need a very good reading experience and you need a very good app, but how the patients actually get into the app is equally as critical. So it's the workflow that I've talked about in some of those other publications, where once people have downloaded the app effectively contains two components. One is the actual app software itself, the other is effectively a container, and into that container publications can be served. And that's a very, very unique and an excellent workflow. But today we're going to actually just look at what we've done on the iPad and how smooth and how well we've done the memory management issues relating to it to give the user a very good reading experience. This is Reader's Digest. This is the loading screen, and this is the actual magazine itself. So there's a video here, a welcome video by Jill Hudson, and as you go onto the table of contents, you'll notice that the table of contents, we've designed it with links that are not so prominent, but each one you tap on there, it asks you whether you want to go to page 42. It's very important in touchscreen that you give the opportunity for the user to confirm it, because you can accidentally touch it and end up in a place that you didn't want to go. So we can jump between any of these particular links and go to page 100, or say for example, and then we go to page 100 and we have a look at that. So at any stage, in terms of, there's a little, that front contents will be displayed, so we can go back to the front cover again and move on, and we can have a look at Jill Hudson. Now this, for example, if I press that.
Hi, I'm Jill Hudson, editor of Reader's Digest, and welcome to the June issue. This is the first issue of Digest that's been available on iPad.
You'll notice that this plays out of the page, but as you click on this, it then moves into this mode which can play it straight in the frame. And if you click it again, Jill can go full page if you wish to do so, and you can take it down again. Now, this is in this particular format. Now I'm going to stop Jill because she's going to tell us too much information, but any stage on the bottom toolbar, you'll notice that in fact we've got a video player here. So if I press that video player, any videos that are in the particular document then can be scrolled through. In this case there's just one video, but there could be many in the document. So the video handling is a very, very important part of the process. If I turn it over this way, of course, I've got the video in the double page spread mode. So in this case, for example, I can actually, if I have Jill playing again,
this will be quite a heartwarming story, because
in this landscape, I fill the screen much larger, and we can go back and take it back into the page. So video handling is extremely robust and works very well. So I'm going to stop that now, and if I turn over the page incidentally, then it stops the video. Okay, so this is your double page spread, and what you'll notice already is how smooth the pages are. If I turn it back this way, which is the single page spread, that you'll notice that when the new page comes up, you don't get that refocusing that happens on many solutions. This is a device that you have to really optimize very well for, and one of the difficulties is changing a page that's a nice full color page and getting the page to refresh without going through this out of focus effect. I personally really hate that out of focus effect. After you read for a while, it starts to get to you. So what we've designed it so that in fact you go straight and it's in focus immediately you turn over the page. Now you'll notice that I've already shown you that we can turn the page by swiping, or you turn the page by hitting the side and go backwards and forwards. Now you'll see how smoothly that turns. There's no jerkiness, and there's been a lot of work that we've done in terms of optimizing this device to create that effect. Ultimately, we think the reading experience is vital for the acceptance of this device and for the content to be used by a lot of people. So if you need to zoom, and you'll notice that the font size here is perfectly acceptable for normal reading, then you double tap, which is in fact very intuitive, and you can move around the page, and you can see how smoothly that moves around the page. Hold it with my finger, move it round, and if I wanted to, for example, say that was a little bit too big for me, I can in fact just use my fingers like this to reduce it into whatever size I wish to have. And once I'm happy with what I can go back by double tapping. So you double tap to come out, and you double tap to go in. Very, very intuitive. The way which you may want to get back to the original part, you tap once, and the toolbar at the bottom and the top comes up. So you go back to My Editions, and this is the container that I spoke about beforehand, where all of the editions will be up here. Ones you've previously had, previously read, previously bought, all is in this container. And as soon as a publisher publishes a new version, then this will appear in everybody's My Editions screen, whoever actually has the app on their iPod or iPad. We often talk about iPad and iPod. Our app works for both. Clearly for the iPod Touch and for the iPhone, the screen is a little different, and therefore it works in a similar way, but we've formatted it specially for that type of screen. Now the help files are very intuitive help files. You just have help on that screen, and we've done it with nice visual explanations, so effectively you don't really have to read all the text. You can see how it actually works, and we will the zooming in and out, the navigation, so it's very easy for anybody who's reading it to find out how to operate it. The welcome screen, this screen here, is entirely brandable, and the publisher can decide what it says here. This is for the app itself and the magazines, and every edition that is published, you have the ability to describe what's in that edition, what the features are, what the contents are, and a picture of the front cover, so the person can decide whether they wish to download it or buy it. Okay, so let's just go back to this publication again, and we'll have a look at one or two other features of it. So when we go to, for example, the toolbar, we bring up this. This brings up the plain text version, and if I tap on that again, I can then increase the font size. And for those people that say might have a little bit more difficulty in reading small font sizes, you can now read articles and long form reading just by sliding through there. Again, you've got the same navigation, so you can actually go to that particular side, and it would remember the magnification levels that you want to read at. At any stage, the magnification remembers where you're at, so I can return to the rich edition, and I can then return to the text edition, and wherever I'm in the text edition, it will then take me back to a different page, or the relevant page on the rich edition. So that's all for now. Thank you, and be in contact with YUDU. We're very happy now. We've got a very good process, and we'd be very happy to produce apps for you to get your branded app on the Apple App Store. Thanks. Bye.